my name's Lindsay. Okay, I think we're good. Hi, I'm Lindsay Lou, and this is my very first video on YouTube ever. I know it's been a long time coming, but what better way to start off my YouTube than some treats? Holiday treats to be exact, and St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and I came up with my favorite recipes for this holiday. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, at the end, please give it a like and subscribe because I probably only have like 2 subscribers, and I would really appreciate it. Now let's just get on to the video.
Alright, so the first treat is St. Patrick's Day green cookies. For this recipe, you'll need semi-sweet chocolate chips, 2 eggs, measuring cups, spoons, 2 sticks of butter, salt, sugar, brown sugar, flour, vanilla extract, baking soda, 2 bowls, and a cookie sheet. Next, you'll preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So in one bowl, set your 2 butter sticks to sit and soften. Then, in the smaller bowl, mix 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 1/4 cup flour, and 1 teaspoon of salts. You're just going to mix this up a little bit and set this aside for later. In your other bowl, you want to mix 2 sticks of butter, which hopefully are already softened, 3/4 cup brown sugar, 3/4 cup sugar cane, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You want to mix this until smooth. Then you want to add 1 egg at a time and mix. Mix this until you have a super smooth consistency, just like this one. At this time, you'll add green food coloring, and be careful how much you add because you can overdo it. Then just grab the other bowl of flour and mix it gradually. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. My favorite part is eating the batter, although my grandmother always told me not to. Oh, thanks, Mom, for letting me do what you couldn't. Then add chocolate chips and voila! Next, grab your nonstick cookie sheet, and I like to put some butter just in case. I then use my tablespoon to put a small round scoops on the sheet. Make sure they're evenly spaced, and they're ready to go in the oven. They usually take about 9 minutes, but if you like your cookies extra crunchy, you can leave them in for a bit longer. Move them over to a cookie tray or a plate and let them set. My next treat is Lucky Charms Rice Krispie Treats. For this recipe, you'll need green or white candy melts, 1 bag mini marshmallows, a spatula, 1 stick of butter, vanilla extract, and of course, 1 box of Lucky Charms. Make sure you have a large pot to make this treat. You will use 3 tablespoons of butter, turn the stove on high, and stir till melted. Once your butter is completely melted, take your marshmallows, and you want to stir in 6 cups of marshmallows until it's completely melted. I'm using completely melted a lot, huh? Once the marshmallows are completely melted, I like to splash a little bit of vanilla extract. I guess it wasn't completely melted, but I stir in the vanilla extract into the into the mixture. It's now time for Lucky Charms. You want to add 6 cups of Lucky Charms into this marshmallow mixture. Definitely make sure your stove is off at this point. Once you add the Lucky Charms in, you want to stir until completely blended together. After this is thoroughly mixed, you then want to transfer it to another pan. Make sure you butter your pan because these will stick. So the way my mom taught me to make these was to use a spoon to get everything you can. Then, after washing your hands, of course, lightly spread them out into the pan without smashing them down. After this, I then hand-picked each Lucky Charm and laid them on top for cuteness. This is a bit much, I know, but it had a little bit to do with finishing the look. See, don't they look super cute? After I let them set out for a while, I melted some green candy melts and used a fork to decorate the top. You can definitely use a piping bag, but I kind of like the messy look. I did this to about half the Rice Krispie treats, sprinkled on some edible shamrock sprinkles, and then added more candy melt over it. By the way, if you buy these decorations close to the holiday, Michael's has 50% off of all the St. Patrick's Day stuff. Just one of those fun facts about Michael's. Anyways, you want to cut them into small squares and they are ready to serve. Wait, make sure you let the candy melts dry before before cutting them. Yay, on to the cupcakes. For this recipe, you'll need 3 eggs, sprinkles, cute shamrock decor, baking cups, vegetable oil, white cake mix, a bowl, and a cupcake pan. For the frosting, you'll need decorating tips, milk, butter, powdered sugar, pure vanilla extract, decorating bags, and food colors, of course. You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. This recipe is fairly easy. Mix 1 box of white cake mix, 3 eggs, and 1/3 cup oil until smooth. For this treat, I wanted to try rainbow cupcakes. St. Patrick's Day, rainbows, duh. I evenly separated the batter into small bowls. I definitely made sure there was enough bowls for each color of the rainbow. Actually, I didn't. I had to go back and add a bowl. If you don't have the certain colors, look up online what 2 colors you can mix to make it. Remember, a little food coloring goes a long way. You'll be surprised. So then I just used the food coloring to mix in each color that I needed for the rainbow. Yes, it was definitely time consuming, but so worth it to see the huge cupcake. And it was just rainbow colored and beautiful. All right, it looks like you are ready to place your baking cups in your pan to get it ready. After you place them all in, set this aside. I then took my Nutri-Ninja cup, because it seemed to work, and placed a small bag inside. Then I scooped each color into the individual bags. If you don't have a Nutri-Ninja, that is okay. Just use anything that resembles it to help you out. Take the bag out of the cup and spread the frosting to one side. Get the air out and seal it. I repeated that step for each color. Yes, I did knock over the Nutri-Ninja cup more than once, but hey, it seemed to work. You can also use piping bags for this, but if you don't have those, this is another way to do it. After I did every single color, I then cut the tip off from the bag on one side. After that, I then poured each color, starting with the first color of the rainbow, of course, into the baking cups. I continued to do that for each cup. And as you can see, I definitely ran out of colors. Next time, I would make those with 2 boxes of cupcake mix instead of 1. I do with what I did have. So I continued to fill each cup with the colors I had, and into the oven they go, and set the timer for 18 minutes. Yay, now time for the frosting. The frosting is fairly simple. It calls for 1 box of confectioner's sugar, 1/4 cup milk, 1 stick of softened butter, and 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Mix until smooth. Then, at this time, I added my green food coloring. I wanted to make sure this was thoroughly mixed, so I used a spatula to get underneath and mix all the green together. This technique really came in handy, and I filled my piping bag with green frosting. Before I did this, I cut the end of the bag, stuck my tip and coupler in, and then filled it with frosting. Once you do that, you're ready to frost your cupcake. Wow, I just said green and frost so much in that last step. So be it, that's what you're doing. So you are to frost each cupcake you have, unless you don't like frosting, of course. After you frost the cupcakes, I added green sprinkles. And you can really be creative here and add whatever decoration you want to make your cupcakes unique to you. Last and final St. Patrick's Day treat, I chose St. Patrick shaped brownies, filled with gold as a special surprise in the middle. You will need St. Patrick's Day baking tray, brownie mix, 1 egg, vegetable oil, and St. Patrick's sprinkles. For this recipe, crack 1 egg in a bowl, then add 1/4 cup water, 1/4 cup oil, and stir. Brownie mix goes in, and stir again. Once you have completely mixed everything, grab your tray, and I like to add butter and flour so I don't have any problems with it sticking. Then fill the St. Patrick's Day cups up and put them in the oven for 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 to 30 minutes. When they're done baking, be careful to peel the mold off the brownies. This can be difficult, but I used a toothpick to help loosen it from the side. This is why the butter and flour is so important. Yes, of course, not everyone is going to turn out perfect, but try your best. Once you peel each brownie from the molds, then I use the back of a mixing spoon, but you can really use anything that's round, and press lightly into each cupcake center, add sprinkles, and cover with frosting. Seriously, loved this one, you guys, because it's super creative and you can give these as a gift and the receiver will be surprised to find a pot of gold in the middle of their brownie. Frost them up, add some sprinkles, and there you have it.
So much for watching this video, and if you do want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button down below. I do love holiday videos and baking videos, but I do have other videos up my sleeve. So if you're interested in what I'm going to put out, definitely hit that subscribe button. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all next time. Bye.